Bruce Lee by Nhin. Pictures by Yuliia Zolotova. Hi, I'm Bruce Lee. Some people call me the father of mixed martial arts. Others see me as a movie star. But what some might not know is that I struggled to get there. When I was younger, I got into a lot of fights. Fortunately, I was the only one getting beat up, so I begged my mother and father to let me train in martial arts. At first, I resisted, but finally they gave in due to my persistence. I trained under Master Yeep Man for 5 years. It was hard, but I loved every moment of it. What shall I learn today, teacher? Stand in the corner and practice your horse stance. But I can do that at home. I want to learn how to fight. You must learn the basics first, Bruce. Whenever I set my mind on doing something I could become a diligent student of task, like when I decided to cha-cha, I noted 108 different cha-cha steps in my journal. Soon after, I won the Hong Kong Cha-Cha Championship. When I took up boxing, I got beat up at first, but I didn't give up. I practiced and studied and eventually won an inter-school boxing championship. As I got older, I was still getting into fights. I got so bad that my parents feared for my life. Something had to change. So with £100 in my pocket, I set off for America. What my father and mother didn't know was that I was soon to face even more hurdles. When I got to America, I worked at a restaurant, but then quickly realized that I could teach martial arts to others. I was thrilled to be doing what I loved. Soon I started a martial arts school. While creating my own brand, I went against traditional Chinese kung fu practices of the day and combined different styles to make my own. They still didn't sit well in the Chinese community, and I was recluded. They didn't believe I should be changing the traditional way of doing things or teaching martial arts to people who were not Chinese. My philosophy was different. I loved it so much that I wanted to share it with the whole world. I believed everyone should have access to martial arts. One day I was asked to perform in a martial arts exhibit. While there, I demonstrated one of the techniques I learned under the Yeep Man, the 1-inch punch. Who's that? You've never seen Bruce Lee? He's unbelievable. Whoa. My performance was impressive enough to garner the attention of a television producer, and I was soon cast as Cuttle in a supporting role in a new school called the Green Hornet. I wanted to pursue a movie career. To me, movies were a way to reach more people and spread my love of martial arts even further. But I found racial produce in Hollywood. At the time, they weren't interested in Chinese leading man. I was frustrated and living in a near poverty with family to take support to, so I decided to take a big risk. I took my talents to Hong Kong. There, people welcomed me with open arms. I made the movies and became a big star. Can I get your autograph, Bruce? Bruce is such a dreamboat. That was the best movie. I can't wait for more movies with him in it. After my success overseas, Hollywood came knocking, and I made my first Hollywood movie, Enter the Dragon. The movie was a box office hit. It went on to become one of the greatest martial arts films of all time. But maybe even more importantly, we helped bridge the gap between the East and the West. I had the courage to pursue my passions despite the risks and obstacles, and I was not afraid to be relentless in my pursuit of excellence. You must be shapeless, formless like water. When you pour water in a cup, it becomes the cup. When you pour the water in a bottle, it becomes the bottle. When you pour water in the teapot, it becomes the teapot. Water can flow or it can crash. Become like water, my friend. Timeline: 1940, Bruce, born in San Francisco. 1958, Bruce wins the Hong Kong Cha-Cha Championship. 1959, Bruce moves back to America. 1964, Bruce gives a demonstration of the first international karate tournament. 1971, Bruce films The Big Boss. 1973, release of Enter the Dragon. 1993, Bruce receives a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. 1994, Bruce is awarded the Hong Kong Film Award for Lifetime Achievement. 1999, Bruce is named one of the most influential people of the 20th century. 2005, a statue of Bruce's erected on the Avenue of Stars in Hong Kong.